I'm Anna.
I'm Ben.
We're AutoSave. Welcome to our
Today
channel.
we're watching Demon Slayer Season 4, Episode 1. It feels like my birthday.
It's a dream. It's a dream come true.
It's not my birthday, but it will be forever going forward. Because we're getting Demon Slayer. It feels like it's been 2 months, even though I know it's been longer than that. It's just crazy, the output of Demon Slayer in terms of, like, completion and release. It feels so damn quick.
I mean, the time in between doesn't even feel like it's been that long in terms of retention.
Yeah.
Of remembering what has happened in the series, and also the emotional retention. Like, I can remember how much I cried at the end of Season 3.
It was a good cry, though.
It was a good cry. There were some ups and downs to it.
It was a different type of cry, you know?
You're quoting me right now?
Yeah, but I definitely... I think one of the biggest moments of this entire series happened at the end of Season 3, and that being a slight revelation, to say the least, about why Nezuko is the way that she is, and more importantly, why that is so desirable for Muzan.
We no longer need to search for the blue spider lily.
Yep.
If we could just go get Nezuko as Muzan, which obviously we do not want to have happen.
Yeah.
So
we were leaving the Swordsmith Village when we were met with the opportunity to take off our blindfold to see everybody thanking us. God, Hageneska is such a piece of art.
Honestly, like,
unlike Kyoko's bullshit.
Leaving the Swordsmith Village, it makes me a little bit sad because I will miss Hageneska. I will miss Kotetsu. Can we take Kotetsu with us and him be like a new little brother character that we bring with us?
Yeah, but potentially those will be replaced with Inosuke and Zenitsu, right?
Yeah, which obviously going into Season 3, that was a little bit of like, oh, darn it, I really want to have more Inosuke. And in Episode 1, we have him clutching the ceiling, you know, whispering sweet nothings into Tanjiro's comatose ear, trying to get him to wake up. And so I did get a little bit of Inosuke in Season 3.
We got a little bit of Zenitsu, too. We saw him climbing a snowy mountain.
It's true. I just don't have a shirt of
that's true.
Of him, so.
That's fair. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Sweet. Also, if you're interested in watching along with us for full length, it's the first episode of a new season, so it's available to everybody. Click on the link below if that interests you. If not, let's go! Whoa. Iguro.
天守閣の中まで追跡しましたが何も見たわけではないようだ。やろう。
What an interesting opening to a season.
昨晩始末しておくべきだったな。
Whew.
I don't know if I would feel better or disposable being the two demon slayers with the Hashira, to be honest.
I mean, it depends. Oh,
oh
shit!
Oh my god, they're surrounded!
Oh! Fuck yeah, Iguro!
The green flash.
I love it!
The smile on his face.
Woo! It's kind of like Mitsuri's blade, right?
His sword is cool like Mitsuri's!
Oh my god, bro. You couldn't make cooler people. You think it's Doma's? Oh,
I mean,
shit!
for Hashira to be there, two of them, it has to be a big deal.
Oh! Claws purifying wind. Whoa!
Honestly, Mitsuri was right for not marrying those other two stupid people in her flashbacks.
Jesus. He legitimately obliterates them from being. And he never blinks.
What the? What?
女性を助ける。後ろは引き受けた。
いや来たしな。こっちは譲るぜ。
Oh! Coil choke. It reminds me of the art used to depict Tengen's like score reading ability. Oh! Woo!
Go get her. Fucking throws her off the building.
Seeing two Hashira work together, man. Oh no!
F.
Was it bait?
We should not be there. We're gonna fucking see the Biwa woman. We should not be there.
Oh, fuck. What, Doma, Akaza, Kokoshiba, right? Oh.
Honestly, I'm kind of thankful about this.
Okay.
Because I don't want the two of them being locked in there.
That's intel, though, right? It's not that I don't trust these two, but Jesus fuck, that would have been scary if everybody was there.
Kano!
This takes me back to season 1, man. Right after the meeting with Giyu on the way to Urokodaki.
The Butterfly Mansion!
Oh, Shinobu. My heart. I'm so happy. It's like 5 minutes in. Best day of my life. Whoa! I love fish.
It's like hard to decide which Hashira I love more because honestly all of them are so good.
There's only one correct answer.
Mitsuri?
No.
Rengoku?
No.
Shinobu?
No.
それにかまどくんたちの活躍でもう2体も倒すことができました。禰豆子さんが太陽を克服した。これから大きな動きがあることを意味します。
Conquering the sun is the coolest fucking
おそ
phrase.
らく鬼物寺無惨は鬼たちを使い、禰豆子さんを奪いに来るでしょう。
Good read.
した鬼を自分のものとするために。これから私は緊急の中合会議が開かれる産屋敷邸に参ります。禰豆子さんのことをカナオにお願いします。
Wow, Nezuko's staying back with Kanao.
頼みましたよ。
Does Hashira Training Arc, does that mean that Tanjiro would be staying back as well if it's only Hashira?
It doesn't seem like it.
Eh?
Why would we have to entrust Nezuko to Kano?
Oh, they're already moving the swords to the village. That's smart.
夜になればまた鬼が来るかもしんねえって上限2体がやってきてこれで済んでるって奇跡的だろう。また7日も意識なかったのにそんなくて大丈夫？
Conscious for 7 days.
カンロリさんもいっぱい食べるって言ってたんで。
原理の外側にいる感じだけど。
An outlier.
みんな生きててよかったな。はい。あ、これ一番聞きたかったんだわ。なってるらしいけど大丈夫なのか？
あ、はい。とことこ歩いてますね。
And talking.
これマジでやばくねえか？
Isn't that like a really big deal?
調べてもらっているんですけど、わからなくて。
校長様が調べてくれてんの？
Lady Tamayo?
玉代さんが。
玉代さんって誰だ？にも警戒態勢の号令がかかったし、柱も今集まってるって話だしな。今後どうなるんだよ、ほんと。
It's happening. Look at him.
There he is.
Look at him.
苦労だった。あいよ、上限とやり合ったらしいな。
すごかったよ。なんかもう無理。
I was like, I'm done for.
みんなで力を合わせて。ね、無一郎くん。
It's interesting. Iguro's sheath looks curved like the blade. We need a sock update currently.
本調子じゃないですけど。
これ以上、柱が欠かずに上限2体を倒したのは尊いことだ。
Noble of you.
今回のお二人ですが異常に早い。何があったんですか？
本日の中合会議。産屋敷加賀
Where's
Okay.
Master Kaguya?
山根が務めさせていただきます。今後皆様の前へ出ることが不可能となった旨、心よりお詫び申し上げ。
Never again?
承知。方様が一日でも長く、
That's
そ
probably
の
hard for
命の灯火
Moichiro.
燃やしてくださることを祈りを強く持たれますよ。
心より感謝申し上げます。
Means so much to him and his family.
すでにお聞き及びとは思いますが、ジムさんは目の色を変えてそれを狙ってくるでしょう。それも太陽を克服するために。この総力戦が近づいています。上限の死、5との戦いで甘露寺様、時藤様、独特な文様のあざが発言したという報告が、あざの発言の条件をご教示願いたく存じます。
あざ。
戦国の時代、鬼物事務山をあと一歩というところまで追い詰めたの呼吸の剣士。鬼の文様と似た
Interesting.
していたそうです。あざが発言しないため、思い詰めてしまうゆえに。
And Tanjiro has one that looks very much like.
されていなかったせいかもしれませんし、これまで何度も壊滅させられかけ、その過程で継承が途切れた、はっきりと印残されていた言葉があります。その者が一人現れると、共鳴するように者たちにもあざが現れる。
Oh my lord.
この世代で最初にあざが現れた方。柱の階級ではありませんでしたが、天戸炭治郎様。彼が最初のあざのもの。ですが、ご本人にもはっきりとあざの発言の報告があったので、ひとまずこの度、柱のお二人が覚醒された。承知願います。甘露寺様、時藤様。
はい、天音様素敵。確かに体が軽かったです。
God, I love her score.
Neither of them are gonna be great at describing this. It's literally just like Tanjiro.
Ask Tokito the same thing. I want him to do the same thing.
Kick his leg up in the air.
Oh,
no! Tanjiro type.
Lock in, Tokito.
あざというものに自覚はありませんでしたが、いつもと違うことがいくつかありました。条件を満たせばおそらくみんなあざが浮き出す。今からその方法をお伝えします。
Let's hear it.
僕は毒を食らい動けなくなりました。毒が回るのを遅らせようとしましたが、としてくれた少年が殺されかけ、以前の記憶が戻り、強すぎる怒りでつかなくなりました。心拍数は200を超えていたと思います。さらに体は燃えるように熱く、数字は39度以上になっていたはずです。
状態で動けますか？命にも関わりますよ。
そこがふるいにかけられるところだと思う。
Cold.
死ぬか死なないかが
Whether you die or survive in that moment.
出ないもの
What
の
the
分かれ道です。
difference? Oh my god, dude.
胡蝶さんのところで治療を受けていた際に、僕は熱を出したんです。体温計なるもので測ってもらった温度、39度がされる間の体の熱さと同じでした。
そんな簡単なことでいいのかよ。簡単と言ってしまえる簡単な頭で羨ましい。
That's the best line of this entire show.
何も。
あざが発言してしまった方は選ぶことができません。
It's like a point of no
あざが
return.
発言した方はどなたも例外
Will
なく
without exception. die?
Fight Muzan.
しかしそうなると私は一体どうなるのか。
されたので失礼する。
おい待て。失礼すんじゃねえ。よりも決めねえとならねえだろうが。
俺には関係ない。
関係ないとはどういう。貴様には柱として自覚が足りぬ。早々に鍛錬を始めるつもりなのか。会議にも参加せず。
てめえ待ちやがれ。
説明してください。さすがに言葉が足りませんよ。
俺はお前たちとは違う。
気に食わねえぜ。俺たちを見下してんのか。
喧嘩はダメだよ。
待ちやがれ。
座れ。進める。一つ提案が。
I have a proposal.
ほら、ただ金のやつが来たらえらいことになるんじゃねえの。
Yeah, with
Hearing her
Nezuko.
speak, oh my god.
Oh my god.
They're stop. This is his dream.
I think Zenitsu's going to die.
Honestly,
He's going to
he'll
get a mark.
He'll get a mark.
Yeah.
ゆうちゃん、なほちゃん、すみちゃん、俺のために集まってくれたんだ。もう大変でさ、死ぬって何度も思ったんだけど、俺が死んだらめちゃめちゃ悲しむだろう。
They would be devastated, you're right.
寂しいでしょ。
そんなことありません。生きて戻ってきてくれてよかったです。
Look how happy she is. The welcome home, no less. Come right ahead.
Jesus Christ.
結婚したら毎日寿司とうなぎ食べさせてあげるから安心して嫁いでおいで。
おかえり、伊之助。
のすけ。
あいつどこにいる。
いや、イノシ頭はどこ行ったんだ。
Where is he? Where is he? He's on the ceiling already. He's on the
お前の
ceiling.
妹、イノシ頭に延々と
Getting
刷り込みされてた
scolded.
ぞ。何よって。イノスケ、イノスケ、イノスケ。
Scold!
親分イノスケ。イノスケ、イノスケ、イノスケ、イノスケ。
Which is
It's
cute
infectious,
because,
yeah.
It's cute because of how much he like changed Tanjiro's name when they first met.
No, Genya. Trying to eat human food.
Hey!
大丈夫ですか。よかった。
I wish he would take off the mask.
大丈夫じゃない感じですか。あ、刀。
Oh, look at the
Rengoku.
Rengoku hilt.
And that's what saved Kotetsu from death.
Oh my god, man.
別君を守ってくれて。
That looks so good.
はかな、刀身も見ますね。
Oh,
Oh wow.
that's so fucking cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
鉄も質がいいし、前の持ち主が相当強い剣士だったんだろう。
And he was the one with the mark.
これを打った刀鍛冶が全ての鬼を滅
あー
するために作った刀だ。作者名も何も刻まず、ただこの文字だけを刻んだ。だからそれは第一段階までしか研ぎ終えてないのに、お前らが持ってって使ったからだろうが。サディが落としきれてなかった。
How could we forget?
ぶち殺す。今もまだ傷が治りきってなくてずっと時の途中で邪魔されまくったせいで最初から研ぎ直しになったんだからだ。
From scratch.
ぶち殺す。
話通じねえな。
いいか炭治郎。まだ俺に見たらし
Until the day you die.
分かったな。
They love each other so much.
あ、ごめんゲンヤ。もう済んだから。
Kenya's been there this whole time.
The most normal entrance he's ever had. Oh, Genya!
Can't Genya have his own room? Come on. Exactly. He grew up with a lot of siblings, though. This is probably reminiscent.
Group strength training.
So's glass.
Something or other, they said.
Gonna make him do all the work?
Wow, Gyu's not there.
かまど禰豆子を捕獲することに集中すると想定される。実際に刀鍛冶の里の一件以降、鬼の出没は大きく減少した。
They're building up their forces training too.
これまでは柱が継ぐ子以外に稽古をつけることは多忙ゆえ難しかったが、短期間に絞り鬼殺隊全体の底上げに全力を注ぐ。
Raise the bar of the entire Demon Slayer Corps.
これは重要な急務である。
稽古は俺たち現役の柱だけで足りるのか。
柱を引退したら手伝ってもらおう。
Urakodaki, Zenitsu's Grant. Oh my god. I need Gyu
You
to
love
be
a good
in the
mystery,
season.
man.
そうだよ。柱を順番に巡って稽古をつけて
One
もら
by
うんだ
one?
って。
Oh, that's so
Wow.
cool.
そうなんだ。すごいな。何もすごくない。
How does Genya feel about this?
Right?
なんだよ考えたやつ死んでくれよ。
Jesus, Zenitsu.
Like a rabid dog.
言い忘れてたけど。
Look at the bite mark.
ありがとう。上限の使徒の戦いで。
Right!
片足がほとんど使えなくなった時。
He
前に
utilized.
善逸が教えてくれてた雷の呼吸のコツを使って鬼の首が切れたんだ。
God.
柱稽古で学んだことは全部きっと良い未来につながっていくと思うよ。バカ野郎お前。そんなことで俺の機嫌が治ると思うなよ。
Did it work?
ご機嫌だ。よかった。じゃあな炭治郎。
Murata! When they met the retired ones, they met the... Oh!
That's the coolest fucking eye patch
I know,
I've
I love
ever
it.
seen. Tengen Uzui, you monster.
この後の現役の柱の稽古はもっときついんだぞ。
The wives!
天元様はやっぱり現場の方が生き生きしますね。
Honestly, they might
Wow.
enjoy Tengen's training the most out of
Yeah.
all of them because the wives and food.
I specifically missed Makio. Like,
とても食べるなんて。
But they don't waste my wife's food.
こいつらを次の柱の奴らに送り込んだらこっちが攻められるってもんだ。
That mindset.
天元様、天元様は基礎体力の向上担当ですよね。
Ooh, they each have a thing they're in charge of.
まずは初期等の高速移動。
oh, rapid movement
We're gonna
training.
have to go back to this.
その次は甘露寺による地獄の柔軟が
Training from hell.
太刀筋強制。蛇の稽古はねちっこいぞ。で、品津川だろ。無限打ち込み稽古って聞いているが。
Oh my
Infinite
God.
slashing.
再現ねえぞきっと。
I feel like a Nosuke in him. That'll be interesting.
Muscle amplification training.
俺も全力の稽古してみたかったもんだぜ。頼むぜ。みんな。
Okay, not gonna come out of retirement.
Jesus.
こんなんじゃ俺の体温が上がらねえだろ。
Right, they're trying to get a mark.
その調子だよ。もう少し開くね。
Oh!
こんな隙だらけじゃもう3回は鬼に食われ
Oh my god.
朝を常に出していられるようにするにはあ脇が甘いよ。
Maintain the state, like the thought that they might be able to lose it.
すべては鬼を滅殺するため。
I feel like
親方様のため。
Inosuke, Ganya, Zenitsu.
鬼殺大使の生きとし生ける人たちすべて。
Do you think that, like,
我々は
our gang will get more one-on-one training type beat, or are we gonna be with everyone?
I think they'll just be the ones that stand more of a chance. I mean...
From the master.
富岡さん、柱稽古に参加してないのか。
So he's giving the task to Tanjiro. I mean, what Giyu did for Tanjiro and Nezuko, like, can't forget
Remember
that.
the letter?
We don't even get to see his face. Oh.
はい。これまで本当にありがとう。
The voice break? Lady Tamayo?
こんばんは、玉代さん。我が輩は産屋敷からの使いの者です。あなた方に危害を加えるつもりはないので安心してほしい。我が輩が炭治郎のようにあなたから信用を得るのは難しいですね。
どういった腹積もりなの？産屋敷、何か騙そうとしている。
要件を話しましょうか。鬼殺隊にも鬼の体と薬学に精通している子がいるのです。
Work together?
禰豆子の変貌も含めて一緒に調べている。
Wow.
鬼仏寺無惨を倒すために協力しませんか。産屋敷邸にいらしてください。
Oh, fuck.
You're summoning me?
A demon? Jesus Christ, man. Is that it?
Wait, no!
No!
Stop.
Wow.
Gotta love a good Demon Slayer turn and face the screen with the wind blowing, then oh!
I'm assuming this is the intro, right?
Yeah.
God. I cannot wait to see Tanjiro and Uzui interact again. Oh, what a great shot. Whoo!
Wow, bringing up more of like a rivalry with them in the... And Genyon is brother!
No shot.
Oh, is this whole outro gonna be like a really cool look at all of their swords? The idea of their swords just on the floor in this room where they had this meeting.
Yeah.
In the mansion.
Lady Tamayo and Shinobu working together is so fucking promising. Oh. Okay, cool. Oh no.
Punishment.
Oh.
I want the little... Yes!
忍さんは厳しいところは厳しいけれど思いやりあふれる人なんだ。須柱富岡義勇の痛み。
Pain.
Okay, that was Demon Slayer Season 4, Episode 1. First of all, I'm extremely happy to be back in the world of Demon Slayer. It is like the first thing that we did on the channel, and because of that, it has such a special place for me whenever I get to watch it. Whenever I get to rewatch it, whenever any new content comes out for it, it means the world to me, and it feels very close to me, like nostalgic even though that it's so new.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love being in the universe. Number 2, I just got to get like right into like my excitement and speculation. Holy shit, with the episode title too. What is next episode going to be? I want to talk about what I would love from next episode, not in terms of expectation, but would be a actual dream.
Like you're just strong desires for next episode.
If we could get... So we're in Season 4 now.
Yes.
We have come so far, and this episode in particular is connecting Season 1 to and the end of it and meeting all the Hashira into season 2 and 3 with the Hashira that we have met, the people we have met along the way, and everything's being brought together right now, right? The one thing that would make my world the best world to live in is to reconnect Tanjiro with Orokodaki and Giyu once again, and then step forward into the training arc. I think that if we could get those three together, or at least Tanjiro and Giyu, into a room together and talk about what Giyu is going through right now, that would mean the world to me. And also, if I had to make any type of guess or speculation, I think that if we find out more about Giyu, it might have to deal with Sabito and Makomo. They both are represented seemingly on his, like, in his colorway.
At least Sabito, yeah.
Yeah, and I wonder if that has any, like, correlation, like, into, you know,
what we might hear more about Giyu's pain, as the title suggests for next episode. I feel like storytelling wise, narrative wise, as you said, it seems like things are kind of, we're being brought all of this stuff from both season 1 through 3, and it's now being laid out in front of us, as you would hope it would be if the title for this episode is like to defeat Muzan. Like, if we're heading towards an all-out battle of demon slayers and then demons and Muzan, we need to kind of, you know, dig up and resurface a lot of the interpersonal connections and things that we learned throughout this journey, and kind of put them on a silver platter for the audience. That's just really great storytelling. And so to bring back Tanjiro having to have a conversation, maybe it's a conversation, maybe it's a sword fight, who knows what it will actually be, but it seems like Tanjiro is being given the duty or responsibility or job here to get Giyu to be a part of the Hashira training. And that is just so full circle balanced narrative story writing there, to have Tanjiro be the one to reach out a hand to Giyu. I mean, what Giyu did for Nezuko and Tanjiro.
Oh my god.
He literally would have
taken his own
life if this didn't work out. Like, he trusted in whatever he felt within him in that moment, to trust in these two siblings he just met and give them this chance, and putting that responsibility on his shoulders, on his life.
There's no way we're lucky enough that this show does have an ending soon, right? Like, and I say that in the terms of, like, my favorite shows or stories in fiction are contained pieces of work that have an idea of where they want to start, where they want to build up to, and where they want to end, and not continue it on for sake of seasons or volumes or profit, right?
Right. I think that's one of the hardest battles, is pacing.
Yeah, and it truthfully feels as if, like, we got the name of the arc, right? It feels almost like this is going to be us training, and then we're going to fight, and that's it. And
what else would happen in between?
Like, there's the chance that we do have a big battle, it doesn't go well, and then it takes a darker turn, which wouldn't be a bad thing at all, depending on how you handle it, but it would be insane if this was the big training arc, and then it's happening, right? And that would be insane.
We've speculated in the past with past seasons that, oh, we'd have to have real interactions with each one of the Hashira. Like, that's what's being painted for us with Rengoku, and then Uzui, and then last season we had Muichiro and Mitsuri. And it's like, obviously through the succession of the seasons, it becomes a clear theory in your head that you do not get to the end until you, Tanjiro mainly, and the viewer have had time with each of the Hashira.
Yeah.
And getting to see them fight. And that is what's being painted for us. In the opening, we have that classic Demon Slayer symbol appears on the screen. We have this really cool pose of the characters looking off screen up into the corner, and we have the Hashira that we will probably be spending a little more emotional time with or a little more screen time with in this season displayed there with Tanjiro. And three of them are the ones that we barely know.
Yeah,
so
the person who I feel least like that I know is Mr. Himejima. And, like, we get a lot of him this episode, and I love him, but I'm very curious about him.
I know that we had, I think it was when Rengoku died, that we see Genya with him.
Yeah.
And so that always, like, leads me to question, like, what is Genya's older brother's relationship or feelings about Himejima?
Man,
but it seemed like he liked him.
Shinazugawa, right? Mm-hmm. He, like, obviously, the interaction he had with Nezuko is going to permanently be in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
But, with learning about him last season too, he is a fascinating character. His sheath of his sword is just scars, like, on his body, and I think that's hilarious, but fucking cool.
The opening of this season was obviously Iguro and Genya's older brother.
Sweet intro.
And it was really awesome, like the opening into, like, so cinematic. And what was also really cinematic for me is as he was slashing through the demons on the roof, the blood rain on top of him, it brought me back to Genya's flashback of finding him after he had killed their mother.
Yeah.
Who had turned into a demon, and that was amazing cinematic.
Yeah. That was a great opening. I was so scared when the what would you even call it? Like the labyrinth shit opened up, and like I was terrified.
When we were falling toward it, I was like, this is bad. If they got, honestly, like, I think they're strong and I think they're cool, but I think that we've been led to believe up until this point that would not
you would
not live.
You'd have to deal with, we have two Hashira. You'd have to be dealing with Kokushibo, Akaza, Doma, and Muzan simultaneously. And the fucking...
And the Biwa demon.
Yeah. That's just a fucking mighty ask. I was right when that happened, I was like, oh shit, is this gonna be like, we need to go rescue them or help them? But this makes a lot more sense, and I'm glad that it's going to give us a little more time with each of these Hashira, but the understanding of this mark is so rewarding, I feel like, after everything we've been through.
The explanation of it. That's probably one of the highlights from this episode.
You're right. Mitsuru's explanation of it was so good.
He's getting... Did you say Mitsuru's explanation of it was so good? What was it, like the Tanjiro effect or something? The Tanjiro type. She's a Tanjiro type.
Yeah.
And... the explanation of what the mark is and that it in history is significant and what this could mean going forward for these Hashira, but also emotionally what this could mean. Not only does it mean like you can't back out, but what about the emotional feelings for the ones that don't obtain it?
It was like a sort of resentment.
Yeah.
And like, and I wonder if I had to make a guess, if there was a character to have that resentment, it would be Shinazugawa, right?
Well, think about well, obviously he'd have it I could see him having resentment if someone else got it. Giyu, there's an example that he would probably be angry if they got it. His little brother, that's another example that could be really interesting.
See, I'm thinking of like the emotional payout though, right? So like if I'm going with if we go down that route that we call on that resentment that was hinted to, I think it would be Shinazugawa. And the moment he actually gets it is when he does something out of protection and love for Genya at some point down the line.
Something that's like huge for him. Like if we think back to the picture that Muichiro was painting, that moment that happened to him was emotionally and sentimentally significant to that character. He was in that bubble, losing breath. He was hearing Tanjiro and then realizing it wasn't Tanjiro that had spoken those words to him. It was his father. Mm-hmm. He was gaining memories of his past
seeing
back.
Kotetsu
and then Kotetsu gave gave a breath to him that in Morichiro's mind in that moment could have been his last breath because Kotetsu gets attacked.
Yeah.
So very pivotal emotional moment. And I think you're right that to get the mark, that seems to be what we're to look forward to for more mark getting.
The specific future. rules that were laid out. It's like once you get to the moment of whether you're going to die or not, or die or survive, right? It's the difference between those two who manifest the mark and those who don't. And I think that like so it doesn't allude to there being any like emotional
right.
like
Mitsuru's
moment.
Wasn't like super emotional.
Yeah,
she was just like peak performance.
I'm just more saying like in a storytelling like atmosphere, it could be cool that those moments would resonate together and potentially like bond these brothers who obviously have ill will towards each other.
We know that there has to be a moment of bringing the brothers back together because we know that that's what Genya wants too. We know that he wants to prove to his brother that he not only should be a demon slayer but could be a Hashira.
Yeah.
And he wants his brother to like look at him once again and be like, the two of us are going to take on the world together like they were originally going to do as kids with Genya's father having, I think his father died, if I remember correctly.
I was so upset we didn't get like Igaru like holding up another pair of socks or something.
I have a bone to pick.
Yeah.
With the lack of romantic energy in the Mitsuri and Iguro
we got
interactions
some.
in this episode.
We got a little bit.
Okay, the disappointed look that he had at her, that love? I don't know. Question marks on that, because I'm pretty sure he would have been like, she's so cute and beautiful and amazing. I'm just kidding. It could totally still be love and him be like, that is the girl I love, and she's that.
Speaking of the girl that you love, Zenitsu and Nezuko's moment was something.
Oh, the fact that she said Inosuke.
That's the best part of it. That was my favorite part.
Of it.
And then and Inosuke spending like hours teaching her how to pronounce his name and it being incorrect like every fucking time
it's
he
like,
tries to say Tanjiro.
Tanjiro Campacho.
Yeah.
Like
or just Campacho.
Yeah,
or
it's so season 1 like humor, which is like a really great plus about this show is that it's able to have really emotional moments. It feels like it's a show that's built for like, I don't have like a family, like I'm not a parent, but I feel like this is a show built for like multiple generations or ages to be able to enjoy watching it together.
Yeah.
Because there's comedy, there's emotion, there's fun, cool fights, animation.
Yeah, dude, Lady Tamayo being asked by this crow to come to the mansion is great. I love it. It's a big thing, but that crow had fucking aura, man.
I know. That crow was majestic.
He made it a point to be like, I've been trained, and I was like, okay, that's fine. But then he was like, I don't come to do any harm to you. And I'm like, what the fuck can you do?
What training have you
have
done?
like, can you wield a sword? Do you have like special blades that
we do know the beak is powerful. I mean, Tanjiro got hit with the beak from the crow that brought the letter from
I'm
Master.
a little bit worried about Shinazugawa's interaction with Lady Tamayo.
Right, because of his interactions with Nezuko.
Yeah.
Honestly, what's going to be really interesting, just for me to see, but not because I think there will be points of contention, is Shinobu working with Lady Tamayo.
That's going to be so cool, man.
Because Shinobu has developed a really good relationship with Nezuko. And so I don't think that it's going to be too much of a insurmountable obstacle for her to start having a relationship with Lady Tamayo. If I'm worried about anyone coming to blows, it's gonna be Shinazugawa and Yushiro.
Yeah.
Who wants to protect his lady so much that I feel like he's gonna get into some battles.
I could see that as well. The moment that we had between Lady Amane and Master Kaguya really got me. Like when he was giving her thanks, like that really fucked with me because like we've seen how after the Mugen Train arc and after the Entertainment District arc especially, we like have seen him consistently deteriorate from walking around graves to not being able to meet Hashira at the moment. And we saw at the end of season 3 that season 2, like how excited he was to potentially remove Muzan as the stain that he is. And I hope that he's alive for it, and I'm scared that he won't be.
I am also scared that he won't be. I mean, to have him, really, doesn't that lead more evidence to this being like we're tunneling and we're like funneling into the end of the story?
Yeah.
Not only like final battle, everyone's gathering, but the master, who this is his like biggest desire of his life, what he's worked his whole life for, he's, as Amane said, like, these are his children that will be fighting and taking on his will into battle. I feel like him living to see that feels like it should hopefully be the case.
Yeah. I loved seeing Uzui, of course. Mm-hmm. The outfit update's crazy, and I love the headband down to the eye patch. Yes. Makio, Hinatsuru, and Suma. That great to see.
Honestly, I feel like that's a great motivator for all of those demon slayers that are training.
You could have 3 wives too.
You could have, if you were a Hashira, you could also have 3 wives.
So we got the mention of potentially bringing past Hashiras. Mm-hmm. My first mind was like, first thing I thought of course, was Urokodaki.
Yeah.
Second was Gramps. Do we see Rengoku's father?
I think that, honestly, once we saw Uzui and we got told what the different trainings were, I started feeling like, oh, they only meant Tengen.
Gotcha.
So, like, unfortunately, I think that is, now, in hindsight, I think that's what they meant.
That makes me
sad. But in the moment, we both were like, all of them?
Yeah.
All the ones that are still alive? Let's do it. Let's go.
I think Urokodaki could still kick some fucking ass. That's all I'm saying.
And do some good training.
If like we're getting all hands on deck, like have one final big mission, I think Urokodaki comes out of retirement for it. My man is crazy. All right. Okay. Hageneska. Hageneska, Rengoku guard, adore. Sorry. Yes. I love that we have the Rengoku guard and the new sword looks amazing.
I think the other big thing that I'd want to talk about is to re-go over what each of the trainings were going to be for each of the Hashira.
Okay. It is right here. So we get Tengen is doing basic stamina and cardio, right?
Yeah.
Next they'll go to Tokito for rapid movement training. That guy can have a deadpan look in his face while being super harsh. That's accurate.
That's accurate.
Next up, Kanroji's flexibility training from hell.
See, we got a look at it. And
spread your legs wider.
It did look like it was flexibility training from hell. I will agree with that.
Onto Iguro. He'll rework their sword skills. That sounds about right. Mm-hmm. Shinezugawa. I hear it's called infinite slashing training.
It's just I hear it's called. It's not like I know that that's what he's doing. He's like, he had to have a cool name for it.
Yeah.
Shinezugawa was like, no, it's my infinite slashing training.
With his, like, interpretation of it, though, he had, like, a line of dialogue, like, this isn't gonna get me there. I feel like that, like, nothing's going to get him to that brink because of how much he's already experienced, you know?
Right. Like, you're right to bring up the idea that the Hashira are kind of hoping that them training the Demon Slayers will be mutually beneficial.
Yeah.
But I almost feel like, how could it be? At least with the Demon Slayers that aren't our main cast of Demon Slayers that aren't Hashira.
I think they have to be training each other and against each other at certain points, too. Mm-hmm. Like, at the end of the day, it's like what they were saying, or what Tanjiro was saying to Zenitsu, like, if you have somebody who is better than you training you, your rate of acceleration is going to be so much quicker. So therefore, if you have people who are at least somewhat on par or on level with you, they're going to be a lot more beneficial to your training than people who are below you.
Right. And we've seen a lot of the just plain black clothed demon slayers die.
Yeah.
Oh, like you think about Rui, the spider arc.
Murata.
There was a lot of scary deaths in that arc for the Demon Slayers. It does have to be like our main kind of cast of non-Hashira that could help the Hashiras with their own training.
Yeah. We also got Mr. Himejima's muscle amplification training.
I don't know how that works. A lot of the other trainings sound very self-explanatory.
It looked like you sat under a waterfall.
I don't know anything about what sitting under a waterfall does for you, except like everything. I know like cold showers can be beneficial.
Everything.
Ice baths.
Did you see those people fainting? They couldn't take it.
Because it was too cold? Or just like the pressure of the water?
Their muscles weren't amplified enough.
But they were supposed to be building it up.
Yeah.
So they failed. Mm-hmm. They failed their training already and they just started.
All right. That's all I have you.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you next time.